The philosophy of history is a captivating and complex branch of philosophy that seeks to unravel the mysteries of human existence and progress through the lens of historical events. It delves into fundamental questions about the nature, purpose, and meaning of human history. Throughout the centuries, philosophers have grappled with these questions, contributing to a rich tapestry of ideas and theories that continue to shape our understanding of the past, present, and future. In this review, we will embark on a journey through the philosophy of history, exploring its key concepts, major proponents, and contemporary relevance. Before we dive in, if you find this content valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. It truly helps us grow. Now, let's get started. Foundations of the philosophy of history. The philosophy of history, as a distinct field of inquiry, gained prominence during the 18th and 19th centuries, primarily thanks to the works of philosophers such as Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel and Karl Marx. Hegel's dialectical view. Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, one of the most influential figures in the philosophy of history, presented a dialectical view of history. He argued that history unfolds in a rational and purposeful manner, leading humanity toward its ultimate realization of freedom and self-awareness. Hegel's famous triadic dialectical process, thesis, antithesis, and synthesis, provided a framework for understanding historical development. According to Hegel, historical events and conflicts arise from opposing forces and ideas, and through their resolution, progress occurs. Hegel's concept of world spirit driving historical development has been both praised and criticized. Critics argue that his philosophy may be overly optimistic and Eurocentric, ignoring the complexities and contradictions within history. Nevertheless, Hegel's ideas have left an indelible mark on the philosophy of history, sparking numerous debates and discussions about the teleological nature of history. Marx's materialist perspective. Karl Marx, another towering figure in the field, offered a materialist interpretation of history. In contrast to Hegel's idealism, Marx asserted that economic and material conditions drive historical change. His theory of historical materialism posits that society evolves through class struggle, with economic forces as the primary motor. Marx's historical analysis paved the way for his critique of capitalism and advocacy for socialism. Marx's influence on the philosophy of history extends beyond his economic theories. He emphasized the importance of understanding the material conditions of society, which laid the groundwork for the study of social history and the examination of how economic structures shape human experiences. Key themes and debates. The philosophy of history encompasses a wide range of themes and debates that continue to captivate scholars and thinkers. Some of these themes include teleology versus historicism. The ongoing debate between teleology and historicism in the philosophy of history is not merely an academic exercise, but a critical lens through which we view the human narrative. Proponents of teleology assert that history possesses an inherent purpose and trajectory, often drawing inspiration from Hegel's dialectical model. However, critics, such as Karl Popper, contend that teleological perspectives lack empirical substantiation, emphasizing instead the unpredictability and contingency inherent in historicism. This intellectual discourse challenges us to explore the balance between recognizing patterns and acknowledging the spontaneous nature of historical events, ultimately enriching our understanding of the intricate tapestry of human history. The role of individuals versus structures. The perennial debate surrounding the influence of individuals versus structures in the philosophy of history prompts us to reflect on the complexities of historical causation. The great man theory, championed by thinkers like Thomas Carlyle, underscores the pivotal role of extraordinary individuals in catalyzing transformative historical events. These individuals, through their vision, leadership, and charisma, are believed to shape the course of history. Conversely, structuralist perspectives contend that broader societal, economic, and political forces exert a more profound and deterministic influence on historical trajectories. Figures such as Karl Marx argue that historical change primarily arises from systemic contradictions and class struggles rather than the actions of exceptional individuals. This debate has profound implications for our understanding of leadership and agency within historical contexts. It challenges us to explore the delicate interplay between individual agency and the constraints imposed by social structures, ultimately shedding light on the intricate dynamics that propel historical change. The ongoing discourse reminds us that historical narratives are not solely the products of great individuals or impersonal forces, but emerge from the intricate dance between these two influential factors: cultural and post-colonial perspectives. In recent decades, the philosophy of history has witnessed an infusion of cultural and post-colonial perspectives. These approaches emphasize the importance of diverse voices, cultures, and experiences in shaping historical narratives. They challenge Eurocentric and ethnocentric interpretations of history, highlighting the need for a more inclusive and pluralistic understanding of the past. Contemporary relevance. The philosophy of history continues to be a vibrant and evolving field with contemporary relevance. In an age marked by globalization, rapid technological change, and complex geopolitical dynamics, understanding the philosophical underpinnings of history is more crucial than ever. Historical consciousness and identity. In our contemporary world, the intertwining of historical consciousness and identity has become a pressing concern. The narratives we construct about the past are not mere academic exercises. They play a pivotal role in shaping our collective identity and influencing our outlook on the past, present, and future. Historical narratives serve as the foundation upon which national identities are built. They define who we are as a people, grounding our sense of belonging, values, and shared experiences. As a result, debates over historical narratives can become battlegrounds for the reevaluation of national identity. They force us to confront difficult questions about who is included in the narrative and who has been historically marginalized or excluded. Moreover, our perception of history influences our attitudes and actions in the present. It informs our understanding of contemporary issues, from social justice movements to political decisions. The way we interpret historical events shapes our stance on current debates, leading to complex discussions about justice, reparations, and historical responsibility. In an era marked by increased scrutiny of historical figures and events, questions of historical consciousness and identity gain further urgency. Reevaluating historical figures, monuments, and symbols becomes a crucial aspect of reckoning with the past and redefining our collective identity. These processes are fraught with tension as they challenge established narratives and confront us with uncomfortable truths about our history. In conclusion, the interplay between historical consciousness and identity is a central and evolving concern in contemporary society. It underscores the power of history to shape our sense of self and informs our actions in the present. As we grapple with the complexities of our historical narratives, we are reminded of the dynamic relationship between our understanding of the past and our vision for the future. Ethics of history. The ethical dimension of the philosophy of history compels us to confront the moral complexities inherent in our engagement with the past. As we navigate the annals of history, we encounter chapters stained with egregious injustices, including genocide, slavery, and colonialism. These dark episodes present profound ethical challenges, demanding thoughtful reflection and action. Ethical discussions concerning historical memory are essential. They prompt us to consider how we remember and commemorate these painful episodes. Questions arise about the ethics of memorialization, the preservation of historical sites, and the duty to bear witness to the suffering of past generations. Moreover, the concept of reparations enters the discourse as societies grapple with how to address historical wrongs and provide redress for descendants of victims. The notion of reconciliation is also paramount as it seeks to bridge the divides created by historical injustices and promote healing and understanding among communities. In essence, the philosophy of history reminds us that history is not a distant, inert subject, but a living, ethical concern. It challenges us to confront the dark chapters of our collective past and engage in meaningful dialogue and action to rectify historical injustices and forge a more just and inclusive future. Technology and history. The infusion of technology into the realm of history has ushered in a new era of historical research and scholarship. Advancements such as big data analysis and digitization of historical archives have dramatically altered how historians approach their work, presenting both opportunities and challenges. The proliferation of digital archives and databases has greatly expanded historians' access to primary source materials, enabling them to uncover previously hidden stories and perspectives. Additionally, tools like data analytics have empowered historians to detect patterns and trends in historical data that were once inconceivable. However, this digital revolution also raises pressing questions for the philosophy of history. Concerns about historical accuracy have emerged as historians navigate the vast sea of digital information, distinguishing reliable sources from misinformation or biased narratives. The issue of data bias looms large, as digitized archives may inadvertently perpetuate historical inequalities or omissions. Furthermore, there are ethical and practical concerns about the long-term preservation of digital records. How can we ensure that digital archives remain accessible to future generations? What safeguards must be in place to prevent data loss or corruption? The integration of technology into the philosophy of history underscores the need for ongoing reflection and adaptation. It reminds us that, as we embrace new tools and methodologies, we must remain vigilant in upholding the integrity, inclusivity, and accessibility of historical knowledge for generations to come. In conclusion, the philosophy of history is a multifaceted and dynamic field that continues to evolve and adapt to the challenges of our time. It encompasses a rich history of ideas, from Hegel's teleological vision to Marx's materialism, and engages with ongoing debates about teleology, agency, and inclusivity. The philosophy of history reminds us that understanding our past is not merely an intellectual pursuit but a fundamental aspect of our human experience. It helps us make sense of where we come from, who we are, and where we might be heading. As we confront the complexities of the present and chart the course for the future, the philosophy of history remains an invaluable guide, challenging us to grapple with the profound questions that shape our understanding of the human journey through time.